Hi everyone. Good afternoon. Yes, hi everyone. And today I think this lesson will complete today because only two questions are left for the exercise question. So quickly we'll finish the today's class. Okay. Today we will finish the things very quickly. Coordinate geometry what we have. We will finish today's class and we will have to means we will see which lesson we will take it later on and I will inform you. So you have to write it all, everything now in a graph only. Again, same thing again I will tell you. You have to write in a graph only. Again, nothing else. So yesterday I have given yes today exercise 3.3. So yesterday I have given example 4 to write it in your notes. So the graph book and you have written I think. So today we will go for the exercise 3.3 in the first and second one. Only two questions are there. The two questions we will complete as early as possible and then okay tomorrow there will be okay I will inform you later on tomorrow whether you have a class or what which class it is which lesson it is I'm going to conduct everything I will inform you. Let them join first. Hi everyone. Tell your friends to join quickly so that we can continue today's class. Hi everyone. Okay. Another 1 minute we will wait. Then we will start. Okay. Only 1 minute. Only 1 minute because I have to at 12:10 today because it is not 12:05 today. 12:10 today. So let us wait for 1 minute and then quickly we'll start. Okay. You can write down the question. The coordinate geometry of 3.3 first question. You can write it down. Okay. Those are already joined. Write down the first question on the right side of your graph book, right of the graph book, and left side you have to draw the graph. That's all. Okay, it is time. Let us start for today's class. So yes, it is time. So let me start the today's class. Starting with the first intro. Welcome to PSM Perfectsolutionformath. I am your tutor Sumanth. Today we are going to learn the exercise 3.3 from the coordinate geometry. Hi everyone. So the first question over here. So today we have okay, today we have here the question number 1. In which the quadrant or on which axis do each of the point -2, 4, 3, -1, -1, 0, 1, 2 and -3, -4, 5 lies? Verify your answer by locating them on the Cartesian plane. Means here the question is direct. How they have given the question is where it will, which quadrant it will lie, that you have to say it first. Afterwards, according to the question I am saying, we have to find which quadrant will lie first, that we have to answer. Later on, we have to locate these points in a graph. Means we have to draw the graph also, and we have to write it the answer also. Both the things they have asked. So let us just do for this. So already you have, maximum all of you have already know this answer, but we will verify this. The first one we will take the point. Hi everyone. The first point over here is solution we are doing minus 2 and 4. Where this minus 2 and 4 will lie? Here you can see the x and y value, both the things you can see. One x is negative and one y is positive. The x is negative and y is positive. So where it will lie? So anyone? Anyone will answer? Minus 2 and 4, where it will lie? Yes, quadrant number 2, because here you can write it down, lies on quadrant 2. They have not asked y. Okay, if you want to say that y, you can say that x value is negative and y value is positive. So quadrant 2. Similarly, the next point. So next point is over here is 3 and minus 1. Where it will lie? What about the second one, that minus 3 and minus 1, where it will lie? So I'm talking about the 3 and minus 1 now. Okay. Okay, quadrant number 4. Yes, it will be lying on the quadrant number 4. Lies on quadrant 4. Why it is lying on the quadrant 4? Because here x value is positive, but y value is negative. See here, you can clearly see the x value is positive, positive 3, but y value is minus 1. So obviously quadrant 4. So next one, minus 1 and 0 lies on where? Where it will lies? So here the minus 1 and the y value is 0. See, yesterday I have told, when the y value is 0, it will lies on which quadrant, or where it will lie? Yes, on the y-axis, no, ox, yes. When the quadrant is, we have to see, it will not lie on the quadrant, but here 0 is the y value, so obviously it is lying on the x. It is lying on the x. When the y value is 0, it will lie on the x always, remember. So lies on ox, but it is not x dash, because negative 1 we have. The x value is having negative 1. The x value is negative. So ox dash axis. It is lying on ox dash axis. Yes, it is lying on not ox, it is lying on ox dash, because negative 1 we have. Okay, it is not positive, it is negative 1. Yes, very good, all of you. Then we will move on to the next one. 1 and 2 lies on, both are positive. So which quadrant? So it is a quadrant now, because we don't have a 0 over there. So it is a quadrant. So where it will lie now? Yes, 1, 2 lies in which quadrant? Yes, quadrant number 1, first quadrant. Quadrant 1. Sorry, quadrant 1 you write down. And the last one, both are negative, lies on quadrant what? Quadrant what now? The minus 1 and minus 3. Sorry, minus 3 and minus 5. Both are negative value. X is negative and y is negative in which quadrant? So here you can see, if you have graph, this is positive and positive, this is negative and positive, here this is negative and negative, and this one is a positive and negative. So it is a quadrant number 3. Yes, this quadrant. Both are negative. X and y values both are negative. So quadrant number 3 it will lie. So this is the way. It is not quadrant 4. Quadrant 4 have the x value positive. Okay, quadrant 3. Yes. I hope all of you got this answer. It is not difficult, but very importantly, this is not the end. This is not the end. This is the half of the part. They ask you to verify your answer. See, verify your answer by locating them on the Cartesian plane. You have to locate them in the Cartesian plane now. So you have to write it down in the Cartesian plane, means you have to draw the Cartesian plane now. So all of you draw one Cartesian plane, means you have to draw the graph. On the graph side, on the left hand side of your graph, you have to write it down. You have a graph book. Now you have what you have answered that we have written here. That is it is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, everything you have written here. Now you have to draw the graph on the left hand side, all of it. And write down the question number 2. Sorry, 1. And I think you don't have a second question not supposed to start from here. If you want to start the second question here, no, that graph answer must be here only. So it is not possible. So next graph you can write down the second question. Don't write here only. Okay. So that is one verification I have to do. Okay. Scale is required. Yes, scale is required. Scale is required. Scale according to the question you can take any scale. So according to this, I will draw that graph here only because the numbers are not so big. Numbers are very small, no? So I will draw that graph here only. I hope you can. Okay, I will draw it here. This is the first line. The second line. So the first center will be 0. So first you see what is the greatest number here. That is -5 is the greatest number in the y. Y is having the -5 is the greatest. Means that negative symbol is -5 and positive is 4. So there will be 10 difference now. Okay, 10 difference means 10 lines you have to draw. 10 points that is you have, and here the negative symbol is -3 and positive is 3. So here we have 7 lines. So x-axis we have to leave 7 lines. So if it is possible, draw a little bit big one because it is not possible to have that all the points. So I will draw a little bit big one because it is not possible for me. Okay, now it is okay. Now I will take the differences. The points are 2 difference I can take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 is enough. Yes, you can directly mark them. -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. Okay, this is the points I have marked. Similarly, on the other hand also you have to mark. So it is a +1, +2, +3, +4 and +5. So it is +5. Okay. So on the other hand, it is -1. See, I have left the 2 centimeters equals to 1 unit. It is left to you. How much space you have, leave it. If you have more space, you can leave the 3 centimeters equals 1 unit also. According to your graph, you have to see that. I don't have much difference here. So I am taking here only 2 centimeters equals 1 unit. Okay. So now very importantly, next part is the marking. The points are here. The first point is -2 and 4. I will write all the points -2 and 4. Second point is 3 and -1. Third point is -1 and 0. And the fourth point is 1 and 2. And the last point is -3, -5. These are the points. Let us start marking that. But before that, write down this x and x dash axis, y and y dash axis. So this is y dash. This is y. Okay. So I have marked that. So also you have to mark the quadrant because you have to mark which quadrant it is. No. So mark the quadrant also. all of you mark the quadrant also. So very importantly, quadrant 1 it is. Quadrant 1, this is a quadrant 2. Mark little bit up so that you must have the space. Quadrant 2 here. This is our quadrant 3. Quadrant 3, and this one is quadrant 4. Quadrant 4. And most importantly, one more thing we have to mark here is a scale. All of you take a scale here, anywhere there you have space, now there you can take down, but write down neatly. So I will take the scale any one side, so I will take it here. Scale x-axis, write down at the side, okay, otherwise it will make it difficult for to mark the points. So I have left here 2 cm. You see, x-axis I have left 2 cm is equals to 1 unit. Similarly, y-axis, here in y-axis also you can see 1 and 2 cm I have left. 2 cm is equals to 1 unit. So how much centimeter you have left? You have to take. You have left 1 centimeter means one block you have marked means you have to write 1 centimeter 1 unit. If you have left the 2 lines gap over here, you have to leave the 2 centimeter. Next step is very important, marking. So 2, minus 2 and 4, where it will come? Minus 2 in the x value. X value is minus 2, so minus 2 x value is here. And y value is 4, so here it is. So both the lines, if you move forward like this way, straight line you have to draw, both of them will meet at this point. This is our point is a minus 2 and 4. Minus 2 and 4. Yes, this is a minus 2 and 4. Is all of you might have written that only. No need to draw that line again. So minus 2 and 4, it will come in a second quadrant. That is the exact. The next one is 3 and minus 1. 3 and minus 1. The 3 is positive value. So 3 is positive over here. X-axis in that 3 is positive. And minus 1 is negative. That is y value. That is y value is minus 1 is here. And if you draw it continuously, the 2 lines, if you take it, it will meet at a point here. This is a point of meeting. That point is nothing but 3 minus 1. This is the point we will call as what? 3 minus 1. This is which quadrant now? 3 minus 1. That is the fourth quadrant. So 3 and minus 1, it will meet this here. So this is a fourth quadrant. I have marked here. Okay. So next one is importantly minus 1 and 0. So minus 1 and 0 very important because the x value is minus 1. X value is minus 1. The x value is minus 1 is here. But y value is nothing we have. We don't have the y value. Okay, Kunal. Okay, enough Kunal. I have taken your name, don't worry. So minus 2, minus 1 and 0 we have. Minus 1 is here. And 0 is at the y-axis. So this is our value of that. So this is our value. You can write it down, that minus 1 and 0. Kunal, just now I have taken your name only. So this is our minus 1 and 0. This is the point of that intersection. It will come on the OX dash axis. Similarly, next one we have is here 1 and 2. The 1 and 2 is very important. 1 is a x-axis here and 2 is the y-axis over here. The both of them are meeting here. Okay, this will meet it over here. So it will be meeting over here. This point is very important. So this point is okay. If you want to call no Kunal, you call them, very good, but don't continuously test. So 1 and 2 it will come here. Okay, this is our answer for the next point. So I hope you understood this. 1 and 2 what we have, that is the next point what we have. Okay, any doubt? Any doubt regarding this? And last one is the minus 3 and minus 5. So minus 3 and minus 5 where we have both are negative value. So minus 3 is over here and minus 5 is over here. Both of them will meet at a single point. So if you will see like this way, it will meet at a single point. That point is our that given value, that is minus 3 and minus 5. So this is our last point. This is our last point. Okay, any doubt? No doubt. Okay, these are the points what you have to mark according to the question that you have taken. Okay, if you don't have a doubt, let us move with the next one. Yes, so this understood, I think so. All of you, if you are understood, let me have the next one. Yes, so you can see here clearly which quadrant is lying. It is in lying in which quadrant, everything you can understand it. The first one point they have given, that is 2 and minus 4, it is lying on the second quadrant over here. Similarly 3 and 1 minus 1, it is lying on the fourth quadrant. Here you have quadrant number 4. Similarly 1 and minus 1 and 0, it is lying on the OX axis. So here the OX axis is lying. Similarly 1 and 2, it is lying in the first quadrant. And similarly lastly minus 3 and minus 5. The minus 3 and minus 5 is lying in the third quadrant. So this is your answer for the given question. So let me have the next one, that is the second main question. If you understood this, let us go for the second main question. So second main question here, they have given to locate these values in the what? Graph book you have to locate. So all of you, those who are written now already in the first graph, so if you don't have to have any space to draw the second graph, take it the new page and write down the second question here. Means the question where it will be lying, there only you must have the graph. Where is the question? The same on the left hand side you must have the graph. Means if you have a space, you have written the first question you have written and it took only half page. You may think the second question I may write down here. But if you write down second question here, the second question graph must be here only. If you don't have a space for the second graph, okay, take that second question to the new side. Okay, new page you take down and there you have to write the second question. Means where you will do the question, where you will write down the question, in front of that only you must have the graph. Means first question, some of you have drawn the graph little bit big in size, so they can't draw one more graph in this. So don't write down the question here, second question. Take a new page for the next page and write down that question here and draw that graph over there only. It is compulsory for all. Understood now? So let me have this question now. So this question you can see x and y is the given table. So in table, choosing the suitable units. Okay, Sanjan, if you know, very good. Those who don't know, for them I have informed. Don't worry, Sanjan. So you have to take x and y, have to take as a plane, and there is how suitable distance you have to take, and you have to draw these points in a graph. So let me have the graph now. Very importantly, one thing we have to consider here, the y value maximum is 8. And minimum is minus 1.25. X value is maximum is 3 and minimum is minus 2. Remember that. So according to that you have to draw the graph. So how the graph lines and everything you have, no, like that you only have to draw. If you have more space, take a very big space. X-axis and y-axis, the distance between the scale you have to take a little bit more. If you have small space, then you have to do it differently. So the y value is make x value is in between, so I will draw that in between line only. Okay. So this is the line which I have drawn. According to you, you can take. Okay, you can take more, Sanjit, because we will have lots of space over there. You can leave more, no problem. So 0 at the center, and see the maximum x value here is, if you will consider correctly, maximum x value here is, x value maximum over here is this 3 and minimum is -2. So we have a small thing. Okay, so very good, Sulagna. You have joined. Learn this, very important in for future classes. It will be useful for you. This is a -1.25 the lowest and 8 is the highest. So I have to choose the correct one. So I will take here difference as 3 3 or 4 4. I will take 4 4 because I have lots of space. So I have left 4 4 space for the x-axis. Okay, I have left the 4 4 space for x-axis. So it is 1, it is 2, and this one is 3. This is x and this is x dash. And here -1, -2, and -3. Okay. Yes. Next one is y-axis. We have to take, and y-axis we have maximum 8. No. So it is possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 difference we can have. So 3 3 difference I can take, or you can take the 2 2 also. I will take 2 only. 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter. Okay, there is a 8, no, 8 difference we have. So it will not possible to go for till 12. 4 again we must have. So one thing I will do, little bit, I will take this one this side. So we will see how much it is possible. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It will come over here. 8. I will extend this till here. Okay. I think all of you can see this, no problem. This is the table what we have got, and down also similar thing we have to use. So that is nothing but here we have -1 and here we have -2. Okay, so according to you, what is the suitable value you can put, that we can put, and you can have that graph. Okay, I'm not saying that according that same what have left the same thing you have to leave. No, it is not possible for you to write it down. So if it is not possible, take according to your value, you can take the scale. So let me have now, this is x dash, this is x, this is a y dash, and this one is y. On the top we have y. So very important, marking the point. First one, -2 and 8. So before that we have to write on the scale. So scale, I will write it down. Scale. So here you can see x-axis. I have left the x-axis 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 centimeter I have left. X-axis 4 centimeter is equals to 1 unit. Remember. And the y-axis for me, I have taken here y-axis 1 and 2 difference. So 2 centimeter is equals to 1 unit. So how much you have left, you write it down. I am not saying that same it will be x-axis and y-axis, it will be same. Okay, it is left to you. Okay, how much it is possible you can take, but take a maximum. So next one is the point, marking the point. Minus 2 and 8. Where is the minus 2 and 8 will come? So minus 2 will come in the x-axis, that is here, and 8 is here. So minus 2 and 8, it will meet both the lines. If I draw, it will meet, you can see, it will meet at a point here. This is our actual required point. So it is, yes, quadrant 2. Very good, Ansita. So it is nothing but minus 2 comma 8. This is our point. When you will continue that minus 2 and 8, it will intersect at a point that is over here. So this is our point minus 2 and 8. Very good. Okay. Next one, very importantly, we have to move further with the next one, minus 1 and 7. Minus 1 and 7, what we have? Similar way how to follow. Minus 1. Where is the minus 1? Here is a minus 1. And positive 7. Again, there is a positive 7 here. And both the lines, if will continue like this way, it will intersect at this point. So this is our point, that is nothing but minus 1 and 7. Minus 1 and 7. This is the next point for us. So after marking the point, erase that lines. Okay, these are the 2 points now. Next we will continue with the third one, that is 0 and minus 1.25. Very important it is. So here several students are finding difficulty, but some students have already know. So according to this, 0 is here, the x-axis 0, it is none. So directly we can say the 0 is over here. So it is on the y-axis only, because the y value we are having minus 1.25. Where is that minus 1.25? So 1 minus 1 is here. Yes, minus 1 is here, and minus 2 is here. In between minus 1 and minus 2, we are going to have the minus 2.5. So in your graph, you can see there will be small lines. Yes, after 1 and after 2, there will be small lines. Minus 1, minus 2, there will be small lines. If you are left, there will be 10 lines like this way. 1, 2, 3, 10 lines you are going to have. Again, you are going to have the 10 lines. If you have 2 centimeter, in between what we are going to get now, that is minus 1.5. In between minus 1 and minus 2, what is the one small line will be there? No, that is the fifth line. That is nothing but minus 1.5. In between minus 1 and 1.5, there will be minus 1.25. Remember, in between minus 1 and minus 2, we are going to have minus 1.5. In between minus 1 and minus 1.5, there is a one more number in between, minus 1.25. That is the number. Means between minus 1 and minus 2, there is a number called minus 1.5. But that is not the number they have asked. Again, we have to make a half of it. Minus 1 and minus 1.5. There is a one more number, that is nothing but minus 1.25. So this is the number. So here is the number. This is the point, that is. Okay. So this is a point where you have to mark. So minus, that is the answer, 0 minus 1.25. Okay. Half of 2 is okay, half of 2 is 1, no? No? I will tell you that. Okay, let us move this one. Afterwards I will explain to you what is that, how to find. I will explain everything. Just to mark that in between. Yes, between minus 1.2 and minus 1.3, it will are going to have the minus 1.25. Now next one is 1 and 3. Where the 1 and 3 will lie? So x-axis is 1, y-axis is 3, positive 3 over here. So it will lying in between them. So if you will join like this way, it will meeting this point. This point is nothing but 1, 3. 1, 3. Understood? Yes. Next one, last point, 3 and minus 1. The 3 is positive, so 3 is over here, and minus 1 is here. The y value is minus 1. Both of them, the 3 is here and minus 1 is here. Both of them are going to meet at a single point. So if you will continue like this way, it will meet at a point. That point is nothing but our required point. That is nothing but 3 comma minus 1. It is a quadrant 4. Yes. I hope you don't have any doubt regarding this. I hope you don't have any doubt regarding this. So very easy lesson, and if you know till here, it is completion of the whole lesson, not the exercise, whole lesson. The first point over here, minus 2 and 8, this is the point. Next one is minus 1 and 7, this is the second point. Third one is 0 and 0.5, here it is on the OY axis. And next one is 1 and 3, it is here. Next one is 3 and minus 1 over here. So these are the things. So if you have a doubt, you can ask. Only one thing, that minus 1.25 is how to find. That is only one some students have a doubt. So if you want to know that, just I will teach you. So listen here. This point I have elaborated it, means I have zoomed it. All of you listen here. Between, okay, again I will zoom. Between minus 1 and 2, no, there we will have several lines. Actually we will have several lines. So in between minus 1 and minus 2, what line we are going to have? That is nothing but minus 1.5. That is nothing but minus 1.5. In between minus 1.1 and minus 1.5, here it will come in between them, and that point is nothing but minus 1.25. In between, middle, yes, it is in the middle. So that is the point they have asked you to mark. So this is a simple way, and this point is given as x-axis is 0, so it is 0, and the y-axis is minus 1.25. Middle of it, yes, middle of it. This is your point. I think you understood. This one is no need, because you are understanding purpose, I have drawn it. So this is a question, and what is the answer you have got? Everything I have explained. So this completes your coordinate geometry. In a whole I have completed. This is a very short lesson, and all of you take summary and write it down in your, the summary of the lesson you have, no, page number 65. The summary what we have, no, everything you have to write in your unruled book. Unruled, not in a graph book, in an unruled book. That you have stopped, no, 3.1 exercise you have written in your unruled book. Yes, exercise 3.1 you have written in unruled book. Yes, no. So in that you have to continue this summary, everything summary what you have can see over the, everything you have to write summary. That is totally 11 summaries you have. So write it down all the 11 summaries, and that is for your work for today. And tomorrow you don't have a class. Tomorrow you don't have a class. I will start the new class from the next week, because tomorrow your seniors have the exam. Okay, they have an exam, so the maths exam they have. So for them, so I have to conduct the maths exam for them. For that purpose, tomorrow you don't have a class for you. So it will be on the next Thursday. But practice this everything, because one day I will do as a test for you. Okay, I will do one test, online test. So all of you, if it is possible, download Google Meet app. Download this, because in this only we are going to conduct the exam. Yes. Next days, when I will not tell you, it will be surprise test. All of you have that app downloaded. So any day I may tell you that exam. On that day it will be video meeting. Means directly it will be a video conference meeting, and there you have to answer it. Okay. So I will tell you I will do how to do everything in the next class. Don't worry. Just download this app. So see you for the today's class. Tomorrow we will, not tomorrow, in the next week we will continue. Take care. PA exam will be later on. We will inform you later. The timetable, everything we will give you later. So just you go for how much you have studied. That's all. Okay. So see you in the next class. Till then, take care.